What's up, guys? Rico here. Welcome back to Chibind Brothers. We got two stocks I want to talk about today that I believe deserve our attention. One of them is pretty much what you see on the screen right now, and it's a really good long-term play. But the other one that we all want to focus on, because I know most of you came in to watch this video for that one, is Muln Automotive. I'm going to be talking about it in just a few seconds, but I want to go into Lcid and tell you exactly what I see and what I think. And this video is going to be on the technical side, and I'm probably going to mention a little bit about some of the finances, but this is literally going to be focusing on the catalyst that I see, or at least for what I think the data is telling us. And then I'm going to show you why I believe it's pretty good despite everything that's going on right now. And I also want to mention something very important. Today, well, it's supposed to be in about 10 minutes from now. I would say I guess for the time of the recording of this video, the president is going to be announcing a big long-term plan for how he's going to be controlling these energy prices. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because, of course, this is affecting the stock market in general, right? It's already been announced that they're going to be releasing about 1 million barrels of oil every single day for the next, I believe, 6 months or something. And there's going to be details coming out when the president's going to be talking. But I just want to mention that to type into the oil reserve, it's always something it's always been considered only in like a wartime or like a national emergency. But is it really a good thing to do right now? I'm not sure. I have my own opinion, but we're not going to get too political into it. You can always comment below and tell us what you think. But what I'm thinking also, either some states are already proposing, like California, to pretty much introducing a bill of like $9 billion to kind of, it's more like a stimulus to be able to give like a $400 debit card so people to be able to afford gas. I mean, it's gonna help people, but that's again it's printing more money, which is what pretty much put us in this position of inflation that we're trying to fight now in the first place. So we're fighting inflation, but at the same time we want to print more money. But well, anyway, that's a subject for another video. Here I want to talk about these. I just wanted to go through that real quick so everybody knows that these energy prices are going to be influencing a whole lot of what's going to happen in the market. So watch out. And by doing so, yes, it might help the energy price, or at least gas and all that, to go down, the price but it could also act as a catalyst for a lot of these stocks to, either run up. But again, it depends on what's going to be coming out. So again, let's talk about Lcid right now. The reason I've got Lcid here is because, first of all, the earnings. This is something that anyone can find. Of course, if you just Google it and you can see what's going on. Of course, the earnings, the revenue of Lcid was a big miss. Even though it was a bit on the estimated stock shares, but the revenue was almost 50% miss. But we all know what's going on with the EV supply chain and everything else. Of course, the inflation that I just talked about and everything else. But we know that Lcid, is a code company. Is one of the company that's putting himself out there to I'm not saying compete with Tesla, but at least be one of the competitors, especially on the luxury side of electric vehicles. But here on the technical side, I've got this chart here. I've talked about this one before, and everything that you see here was actually drawn in a previous video. So I didn't change anything from what I had drawn before. I just want to add a few things to show you what exactly when I did this. And when I did this in that video, I emphasized that this level was a very strong resistance, because you can tell almost all the circles that I have here, tells you exactly how many times we've bounced back before breaking out exactly right there when we had a breakout. And then we've fallen below. But now, what I want to add to this is the fact that if you look very well, my line here, this is what I'm about to do today. I'm gonna prolong it because it's been a few days or weeks that I gave you an update on this one, showing you exactly the levels. Last time I did say that Lcid was still a pretty good deal, especially at this level. One thing that you want to know for sure when you see stocks literally stuck in a certain range, or at least a certain zone, that's the right word I wanted to use. This zone right here, let's go this zone exactly right there. This zone right here, it's a very strong level. It sends a strong signal. These are data that are telling us that this is the bottom of this stock. Like, for where we've been for almost a year, this is a zone that we have been, I would say we've struggled to either break above or break below, and we've done it for over a month. And then after the breakout here again, we're back in here. It tells you that it is a zone, it's a bottom. But does it mean that the price that you're seeing right now is the real bottom? Of course, no one is ever going to catch the real bottom. But all I can say is, whether you buy at 25, whether you buy at 22, whether you buy at 20 or even 19 if you're lucky enough, which is, the lowest you could possibly buy this stock at, it's still a pretty good deal when you compare it to the upside. Because when you look at the upside, we're looking like the top of the upside, at least from the last rally, the last breakout, it was about 57, right? Right there. But if you look at the previous top, it goes all the way up to $64. So if you look at the price that you're seeing right now currently of $25, it's literally like more than a 50% discount. Let's just put it that way. More than a 50% discount from the highest level it's ever been. So in my book, that's a pretty good deal, especially if you're going long term in a company that you believe into. So I wanted to give you a quick update in this one so everybody can literally see from where, and I'm going to leave this just the same way you see it. So next time when I come back to make another updated video to show you exactly what the data are saying. I know there are news catalysts, I know there are finances and in all these other things, that fundamental analysis that has to do with everything that goes into a video, but to make sure that you understand that data also matters a lot, it's when you look at what this is showing you and when you're really supposed to be buying the bottom. Of course, catalysts or fundamentals would tell you if the company is good and all that, but data tells you when is a good deal to buy, because fundamentals would never really tell you. It will give you an idea of what the company should be valued at, but it doesn't tell you exactly which is the real bottom you're going to be buying to get a good deal. But it gives you an idea of where a good deal should be. So they go along, but I want to show you the data because I think seeing is much better than just like looking here and there. All right, an argument for another video. Let's move on to Muln Automotive, because I know a lot of you came to watch this one. All right, Muln. First of all, you need to understand that it doesn't mean just because this is an EV company that somehow is the greatest one. Okay, we've had many of them before, or some of them around that have promised so many things before that they've never really accomplished anything. Okay, Muln has come back into the news again and again. Yesterday, their CEO was out talking about a lot of the things, answering a bunch of different questions that were asked to him, and a lot of the things that he said, most of it was more, to me, was more speculative. Of course, he promises a lot of things that, for example, their cash flow. From the last quarter, we saw they were, somewhere about 20 something million dollars. Now we're saying in Q2, in the quarter of this year, 2022, we're going to be somewhere around 60 something million dollars. So that's almost triple. 3x from what we've seen before. That's the catalyst. We haven't seen it yet. He's talking about great opportunity, like they've landed a contract with this Fortune 500 company that he did not announce yet which one it is, but he said it's going to be coming up in the second quarter of 2022. And there's going to be this big conference. They're going to talk about it, and basically this contract is they have ordered electric van from them And news like this are pretty good because it's gonna bring other investors to build up confidence in their product and maybe see if they could start moving forward. And when they talk at Fortune 500, it's promising big. But again, we've seen a lot of these promises before. So I'm not gonna call this one a long term. I'm just gonna call it a trade opportunity. Because look, the bottom that we reached just a month ago was literally $3. I mean, sorry, $58. I know I lost my video right now. I can see it. I'm not even sure when I actually did lose this one because I've been a little focused in this one. But just hear my voice. It's literally gonna tell you exactly what you need to know. Because sometimes my camera does this. I believe for some reason the battery decided to die on me even though it was charged. Probably it's time to get another one. So anyway, just listen to my voice and we should be able to move forward in this video just fine. So what I mean by this is the fact that a month ago we were down at 48 cents, but now we're trading somewhere close to $3, right? And even though we're trading close to $3, we have not actually seen we haven't really seen nothing but the catalyst that he's talking about. It's a big one that's coming. It's going to be announced when that's going to be happening. But all I'm saying is, historically, when you look at this company, every single time there is a big catalyst or something happening when we reach a bottom, we always end up almost double. From the parts that you see, we almost go up double. You can see if we go back every single time, we, not only double, we see like it's a huge gap that goes up. You can see here, you can see right here. Every single time there's pretty good catalyst, we tend to see rallies. And that's what I'm saying. This is pretty much an opportunity. When you see rallies like this is basically something that you could potentially be telling yourself like, hey guys, I want to be part of this. And even though what you can see right here, pretty much doing the same thing from what we've seen, we went from 40 something cents all the way up to almost $4. And now, this is one of the important things that I want to mention is we're actually at the resistance level. And I'm going to show you why I think this is a resistance level, okay? Here, bottom, boom, bottom, right? Now, a previous bottom that used to be a pretty strong bottom, now it is our freaking resistance. As you can see it. Boom. That's exactly where we are. And you can see that we've tried first time. We are really trying to attempt a breakout. Didn't happen. Now, here what we're doing. Second time. Attempted. Didn't happen. Again, we'll see in the next day, in the next few days, at least what's going to be happening in this zone. I always tell every single time I draw a zone is because I believe whatever is going to be happening in this zone, whatever catalyst that comes up within this zone is literally going to determine what direction we're going to be taking. Are we going to be losing that momentum and go down as we move forward? But from what I'm seeing and from what their CEO talked about and how they're literally pushing the idea of these Fortune 500, again, we've seen it with Nicola before talking about these big companies, and we saw Nicola run and then he fell. That's what I'm not calling this one a huge opportunity like for long term, but I'm just saying the trade opportunity and one that catalyst comes up, whatever they're going to say, just know that whenever they announce this is the day of the press conference and telling us which company they have a deal with to build van for them, we're going to be running the days before to that day. And whatever is going to be announced that day will either determine how high we're going to go or pull back. All I'm saying is it's something to look into and to consider getting a pretty good deal within this zone before we see if we can actually attempt a breakout. Again, that's pretty much what I wanted to announce in this video. I don't want to keep it too long. I just wanted you guys to know exactly what's going on, even though I lost video. But the most important thing is what you see on the screen. So don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn notification bell so you get video just like this time. Next one, every single time we post them. We always appreciate you guys' support. We do have a Patreon account. If you'd like to support us, the link is going to be in the description below. Please feel free, check it out. Every single tier, whatever you would like to support us every single month, so we keep bringing content like this and good deals like this to you guys. Like we always talk. Like I talked about Tesla multiple times. We told you that the Tesla will split soon. Tesla was, as we started since last year, and it's happening. The split is happening, and those who, you know, listened. Of course, it's not financially viable, but at least those who paid attention to it and dig deeper into it, I might say they are pretty much happy right now. And so, um, something else that I wanted to mention is if you would like to change your credit, or at least improve your credit, if you have a bad credit, or if you want to build up your credit, even if you don't have any credit, Discover Credit Card. We have a link in the description below. If you sign up and using the link in the description below, we both going to get $50 of credit from them. And if you want to learn more about Discover Credit Card, I'm going to tag a video link. It's going to be in the description below, but it's also going to be on this video, and you're going to see it popping up, so you can watch and see exactly what we talk about and what really Discover is all about. Thank you again. As for me, as always, I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.